It's late. You're walking to your car alone in an empty parking lot. Nothing is there. You know nothing is there. But some part of you speeds up anyway. You glance over your shoulder. Your skin prickles. For just a second, you feel watched. That feeling is older than you. Older than cars, older than cities, older than language. It is one of the oldest things inside you. And it is trying to keep you alive. Because for almost the entire history of our species, something was watching. And it wanted to eat you. We like to think of humans as the top of the food chain, the hunter, the apex predator nothing else dares to touch. But that is a very recent story. For most of the time humans have existed, we were not the hunters. We were the hunted. We were prey. So how did a slow, soft, clawless animal, an animal that couldn't outrun almost anything trying to kill it, survive in a world full of monsters? That's what this video is about. And the answer is the reason you're alive to feel afraid in that parking lot at all. Start with what we actually were. Strip away the technology. A human body is not built to survive the wild. We have no claws, no fangs worth anything. We can't run fast. We can't climb as well as a leopard. Our night vision is terrible, far worse than almost every predator that hunted us. Pound for pound, we are weak. A chimpanzee, much smaller than us, is several times stronger. We are, physically, a fairly pathetic animal to drop into a savanna full of things with teeth. And the things with teeth were worse than anything alive today. There were saber-toothed cats with fangs longer than your hand. There were cave lions, bigger than the lions we know now. There were cave hyenas that hunted in packs. There were bears so large they make a modern grizzly look small. And there were leopards. And leopards mattered more than almost anything, because leopards specialize in hunting primates, animals exactly like us. Some researchers even believe one particular cat, a powerful hunter called Dinophilis, may have specialized in killing creatures like us, a predator that lived in part on human flesh. We are not guessing about this. We have the bones. In a cave in South Africa called Swartkrans, scientists found the skull of an early human ancestor with two clean, round holes punched into it. For years, no one was sure what made them. Then a researcher named C.K. Brain compared the holes to the lower jaw of a leopard. They matched exactly. The spacing of the holes was the spacing of a leopard's two bottom fangs. This individual had been grabbed by the head, killed, and almost certainly dragged up into a tree to be eaten, which is exactly what leopards do with their kills today. And it goes back even further. One of the most famous early human fossils in the world is a small skull called the Taung Child, who lived nearly 3 million years ago. For decades, people assumed the child had simply died. But closer study found damage around the eye sockets that matched the talons of a large eagle. The Taung Child had been killed and carried off by a giant bird of prey. This is what the early human world was. You could be taken by a cat in the dark, by a bird from the sky, by a hyena pack in the open. Being human meant being food. So how did we survive? Not the way you'd think. We didn't grow bigger. We didn't grow fangs. We survived through 4 things, and not one of them was strength. The first was each other. A single human in the open is an easy meal, but humans almost never were single. We lived in groups, and a group changes everything. A group has many eyes, looking in many directions. The moment one person spots a predator, everyone knows. A group can shout, throw things, look bigger, and stand its ground together. Most predators don't want a fight that might injure them. An injured predator starves. So they look for the easy target, the one who wandered off, the one who was alone. Staying with the group wasn't comfort, it was survival. The ones who drifted away from the others didn't leave many descendants. The second thing was something almost no other animal on Earth can do. We can throw. Pick up a rock and throw it hard and straight, and you're doing something a lion cannot do, a bear cannot do, an ape cannot really do either. The human shoulder is a strange, specialized machine that stores energy like a slingshot and releases it to hurl an object at terrifying speed. Scientists believe we evolved this ability over millions of years, and it changed the rules completely. For the first time, a weak animal with no claws could hurt something dangerous from a distance without ever touching it. A predator that came too close didn't just face one human. It faced a wall of people throwing rocks. And later, those rocks became something far worse. The third thing was fire. Fire may be the single most important reason you exist. A predator that fears nothing else fears fire. When humans learned to control it, they built a wall that no animal in the dark would cross. A campfire created a circle of safety, maybe 30 feet across. Inside it, you could finally do the most dangerous thing an animal can do in a world of hunters. You could sleep. On the ground, through the night, without being eaten. Fire pushed the darkness back, and with it, the things living in the darkness. For the first time, the night was partly ours. And the fourth thing was the one that changed everything in the end. We could plan. We could remember where the lions hunted and avoid it. We could read tracks and know what had passed by and how long ago. We could post someone to watch while the others slept. We could work together in ways no predator could understand or counter. A lion hunts on instinct. A group of humans hunts with a plan, with signals, with patience, with traps. Slowly, the animal that had been prey began to turn the tables. Because here is where the story flips. With fire, with weapons, with numbers, and with plans, humans stopped only running from predators. We started taking from them. When a pride of lions made a kill, a large enough group of humans could walk up, wave fire, throw rocks, and drive the lions off their own food. We became the thieves the predators feared. Then we stopped waiting for their kills and started making our own. We built spears. And we know how old this is, because in Germany, scientists found wooden hunting spears that are around 300,000 years old, beautifully made, balanced for throwing. The prey had become a predator. And not just any predator. The most dangerous one the planet had ever seen. Think about what happened to the monsters. The saber-toothed cats are gone. The cave lions are gone. The giant bears, the cave hyenas, gone. The animals that once hunted us went extinct. Think about that for a moment. Every animal that was built to eat us lost. The animal that was built to be eaten won. And the slow, soft, clawless creature they used to eat is still here, in numbers beyond counting, on every continent on Earth. We did not just survive them, we outlasted every single one. But they left something behind. They left it in you. That cold feeling on the back of your neck in the dark. The sense of being watched when nothing is there. Your body still braces for an attack that, for you, will almost certainly never come. The instinct to walk faster past the shadows, to keep your back to a wall, to feel safer near a light. That isn't weakness, and it isn't random. It's the memory of 100,000 nights spent at the edge of the firelight listening. The humans who felt that fear and listened to it lived. The ones who didn't were taken. You are descended only from the ones who were afraid enough. So the next time you're alone in the dark and something in you tightens for no reason, don't be embarrassed by it. That fear is the oldest inheritance you have. It kept your ancestors alive through a world of things with teeth, long enough for one of them to become you. We never beat the predators by being stronger. We beat them by sticking together, by never going quiet, and by never, ever fully trusting the dark. And some part of us never has.